in a home away from home, amidst a culture so alien to one's own, following a religion, a language, a tradition that was handed down by a glorious ancestry. Growing up as a Sikh in America becomes both a joy and a challenge that one family took on with strength and grace that turned the life of a young boy into a beautiful saga of music and spirituality. Born in California, Sardar Tajvinder Singh's childhood could have been as regular as that of any American kid. The neighborhoods he lived in, the schools he went to, the people he met, the games he played.
His favorite team was the Dallas Mavericks. Favorite player, Steve Nash, there was Nowitzki out there.
We used to have a huge collection of cars, little toy cars, and we'd just spend hours and hours turning them into parking lots, garages, and just playing around with those.
Taco Bell, hands down, still is. Yeah, Taco Bell is my favorite fast food. I like pizza too, I'll take it anytime. Good food, never get tired of it.
1 hour of TV, and that was 30 minutes of Full House and 30 minutes of Family Matters. That's it, no more, no less. And those were TV shows that our parents approved of at that time. And then if we were really, really good, maybe a half hour of Tiny Toons, cartoons.
There was, however, a deep yet playful presence of religion and spirituality in their day-to-day lives. The family, quite innocently, unknowingly, was setting the backdrop and stage for a beautiful and idealistic turn of events in the little boy's future.
We didn't know how he got inspired into this. We used to take him to a Sikh temple in a rural area in Central Valley where we used to live, and we'd take all the children, but he would always sit near the congregation, near the raagis, and he will just watch them constantly for all the time we were in that congregation every Sunday. So one day I came from work and he had all these utensils upside down and he was beating on them. So I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "This is my tabla." And so I figured I should buy a tabla for him. In those days, in the mid-80s, tablas were not available in Fresno or even LA we couldn't find it. So I told my wife, next time she goes to India, she should definitely bring a set of tabla and harmonium for him. And she did, and he took off with it.
I went to India, I learned few shabads. I brought back the waja and tabla. And then when I came home, I taught them shabad.
What you used to do is you used to put the notations onto the key. So you would put it on a piece of paper and tape it on that key.
Yeah.
Sa, re, ga, ma, ba, da, ni, sa. The first time you would teach us, teach us exactly how to do it, and then after a while we got attuned to what tone was with each key.
The first vaja is this one. I can play something on here. This is my first vaja that I got. Initially my sister used to play on this vaja. I used to play on the tabla. But when I learned my first shabad, I learned it on this vaja. So this vaja has got to be at least 20 years old. And I remember playing this shabad here.
The very first time, Sado, Sado? Gobind ke gun gao.
Gun gao. Yeah.
Yeah, Sadhu Gobind ke gun gao.
Hold on, let me try to figure it out. It's been a while. Because that Shabad I sing in 3 different tunes. So I'm trying to remember the easiest tune. Now I have those hard and difficult tunes in my head. Gobind ke gun gaavo sadho, Gobind ke gun gaavo, Gobind ke gun gaavo sadho, Gobind ke gun gaavo.
They were very good kids. They never bothered me. Never. Never bothered me.
We tried not to.
In the year 1991, the family made what they thought was a regular trip to Amritsar in India. Little did they know, this visit would so decisively define the path of little Tajvinder Singh. He was all of 10 years old then.
When we got there, I wanted to sit behind the jathas there. I didn't get up for about 3 to 4 hours. I remember my mom coming and finding me there and she telling me to get up from there, and I didn't want to get up.
It was early morning. We hadn't eaten breakfast, and so, midway between Asadiwad, my mother ushered the guard to bring him out so that we can all eat. And of course, that is sort of what a mother does. She wants to feed her child, make sure we don't go hungry.
I didn't get up, and she kind of got mad at me, and she said, "You have to get up. It's time to go." So when I got up, I had told her that I wish I could do Kirtan here, but she was like, "No, it's not going to happen. You don't even know how to speak Punjabi. How would you be able to do Kirtan at such a wonderful place like Durbar Sahib, like the Golden Temple? Do you know how blessed you have to be in order to be singing here?"
And then when we left, we came here, and then since then, he said, "I have a dream now."
We all sort of, to this day, recall that, and interestingly enough, it's sort of been seared into all our minds that that's what he said one day, and that's what he's done.
Years passed, and his passion for Kirtan only grew more intense. Numerous prizes and awards came by, but the divine connection he had made while sitting that cold morning at the Harmandar Sahib stayed strong.
I got myself a harmonium and a tabla and started to practice doing Kirtan and everything. And then picked up from there, did the classical Kirtan, and then I just made this a priority of my life. This is what I started from. I started playing tabla when I was little. Then I started doing Kirtan. This is how you play it, right? This is the tal that is mostly played in Durbar Sahib, in the Golden Temple. Its most common tal is called Kairwa. So it goes like this. Something called the lagi. And the So this is what brings me happiness. As soon as I got into high school, we went again, and I wanted to stay there. I told my parents I want to stay there forever.
It tugged at his heart so much that the family decided that Tajvinder Singh must finish school and only then be allowed to go to Amritsar. For a child who had little interest in academics, this was quite an uphill task. But Tajvinder had been slowly but surely preparing for this moment all his childhood. And so when the condition to finish schooling was put before him, he knew just what needed to be done.
I did a 4-year degree in 3.5 years just to go to the Golden Temple.
And I remember he was taking 21 units one semester in college just to get his degree, just to tell his mom. And I remember he was taking 21 or 22 units just so he could get done and go to India. Now I'm in college, 22 units is a whole lot of units, you know.
And I told my parents, now, it's up to you guys now because I finished my degree. So they took me to India, and we stayed about 2 weeks there. Then my dad took me there, and he had to come back because of work and everything.
Living away from Amritsar, away from India, how could anyone pursue a dream such as this? A dream that needed a discipline that only the most religious could follow.
When I came back, I used to say that here to a lot of people here, and they were just like, no, it's not going to happen kind of thing, right? Because you being born and brought up over here, how would you be able to do it? It's just impossible, and but that kind of made me stronger and kind of built my confidence. So I'm like, no, I got to show these people I can do it, right?
People didn't like it. They said, one person came up to us and he said, oh, why did you send him there? There's no money.
Amidst all this talk and discussion and advice about his future, Tajvinder Singh had his ears only for the music.
Guru Granth Sahib, there is a key of Guru Granth Sahib, Bhai Gurdas Ji ki Bani. Bhai Gurdas Ji says, Koyal pale kamani milda jaye kutam sijane. What it really means is, the crow maintains the offsprings of a cuckoo, and when they grow up and when they hear their mother, they just go out and meet the mother. What it really means, the cuckoo, after it lays the egg, it puts into crow's nest. Crows thinks it's their own eggs. He maintains the offsprings. And when they grow up, and when the spring comes in, cuckoo starts singing on the mango trees, and the offsprings just go out and meet her. So, Bhai Sahib, Tajvinder Singh, is born in the United States, raised in the United States, and when they heard the Guru Mother, Gurudev Mata, Guru Ramdas Ji, we heard the kirtan of that, and they just wanted to go meet with Guru Ramdas.
And so, on April 3, 2007, Tajvinder Singh set out for Amritsar, Punjab, to start a personal journey fueled by a passion for kirtan and his love for Guru Ramdas.
कैलिफोर्निया USA का जंपल एक बच्चा उसके मन में इतनी भावना का पैदा हो जाना, ये बहुत ही एक अलौकिक और अचंभे की बात थी। कहीं एक तरफ तो अमेरिका जैसे कंट्री की सिटीजनशिप है, वहीं जमा पला है, वहीं बड़ा हुआ है जी। दूसरी तरफ इंडिया में आकर, पंजाब में आकर फिर सचखंड हरमंदर साहब के साथ जुड़ना, जितनी प्यार, जिसमें श्रद्धा उसमें दिखाई देती है, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा दिखाई देती है। जो उनकी कीर्तन की शैली है वो रागों पर आधारित है। जिस राग में गुरबाणी का उच्चारण किया गया, जो कि मैं समझता हूँ कि सब रागी ऐसे नहीं करते हैं। मैं समझता हूँ कि इन्होंने जिस राग में बाणी का उच्चारण हुआ है, उसी राग में बाणी गाकर एक बहुत बड़ा काम किया है। और जो हमारे रागी बन रहे हैं और भी, उनके लिए मार्गदर्शन किया है।
भाई ताजविंदर सिंह की परसनैलिटी जी है गॉड गिफ्टेड है। उच्चा लंबा जवान है, ग्रैजुएट है, पढ़िया लिखिया वा, समझिया, धीरज आ, सहज आ, ਉਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਹਿਣਸ਼ੀਲਤਾ ਵਾ, ਸਮਰੱਥਾ ਵਾ, ਉਹ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਭਾਰਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ 2-3 ਸਾਲ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਣ ਕੇ, ਇੰਨੀ ਗਰਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਗਰਮੀ ਦੇ ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਗਰਮੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਆ, ਤੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਮਰਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ। ਬੜੀਆਂ ਤੰਗੀਆਂ ਤੁਰਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਝੱਲੀਆਂ, ਪਰ ਉਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਰਾਗੀ ਬਣਨਾ ਵਾ, ਉਹ ਉਹਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ, ਈਸਾਈਅਤ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸਿੱਖ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦਾ, ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਅਖਤਿਆਰ ਕਰੋ, ਪੜ੍ਹੋ ਲਿਖੋ, ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਭਾਈ ਤਾਜਵਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਬਣਨ, ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ, ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਨ।
A lot of times kids, they question why they wear patka, why they have to wear it and stand out. And, you know, kids are mean. They're very mean, and they will always do something or the other, or say something to the other to make you stand out and look inferior, or tease you or what have you. The identity that we sort of grew up with was so strong, and we were raised with such a strong sense of it that for him it wasn't even a question. It wasn't a possibility at all. And it was just, you're going to wear it and you're going to go to school and you're going to go through school and you're going to come back with your head high and proud.
I would like the people to know that I'm Sikh and this is my religion, to not come in here and you shouldn't like stuff like that.
I came to the U.S. with my family when I was 1, so I grew up here all my life. And I don't remember anything from India, but my parents brought their traditions with them to teach me. There's been many good things about growing up as a Sikh in the U.S. Everybody knows who you are because of your identity.
Nice.
My friends who are non-Sikh have always been interested in my religion and culture. So they regularly ask me questions about how long my hair is and what kind of food we eat, how often we go to church, and just the differences, and vice versa. I ask them too.
While growing up, Pai Tajvinder Singh was comfortable in the midst of a purely Western culture and an intensely religious Eastern philosophy because he had followed his heart with all the passion and honesty of a child.
And I think the cool thing is the message he gives across is for every young kid, not just Sikhs, but all young kids across the world. And that is, you don't have to compromise on anything for you to achieve your goals. I mean, it doesn't matter what your goal is. It doesn't matter what you look like. If you want to do something, you can do something.
There was never a time where he asked, you know, why do I even wear the turban, or why do I keep my hair, or, you know, it was just a part of who we are.
And the second thing as a Sikh is that you don't need to compromise your identity as a Sikh, and in fact that your identity as a Sikh is a blessing and an asset. And I think that's something that's extremely valuable for all Sikhs across the world when they're so insecure and so at odds about their Sikh identity, because you don't want to be different growing up. But here's someone saying, look, I'm as different can get. I've grown up in another country and gone back to India, which is completely opposite of what everyone else does, but you can be different and you can be successful and you can be happy.
Try to take time to really understand and read our history, read our past and see why our gurus were here. Everything in Sikhi is for a reason. There's a history and an answer behind everything, and I think that by seeing people like Bhai Tajvinder Singh who have maintained their Sikhi and who are also doing what they love and successful at it, I think that will hopefully give a source of inspiration to the younger generation.
This is my Gatorade. This gives me energy for doing the kirtan inside. I bought it in powder format so I can put it and mix it with my water.
As a congregation and as a community, our love for Harmandar Sahib and his love for Harmandar Sahib allow for this unification and you know this togetherness, which Sikhism is all about. It's unity that allows for him to succeed and fulfill his wishes, and then it becomes a means to facilitate, you know, the congregation's spiritual journey as well.
In Durbar Sahib, I'm doing it now, right? And so improving myself, doing something beyond that would be going around different gurdwaras around the world and spreading the message of Vaheguru to everyone. The message I would give for the children here and over there is to never forget Gurbani, never forget praying, don't forget Vaheguru. Because even though he's not visible, he's still there. He still answers prayers. So whatever work, whatever job they plan on doing, whatever dreams they have, the children they have, just don't forget Vaheguru and don't forget God, and he will answer your prayers. I've seen it through my own life. I've been through it. I mean, if I prayed to Vaheguru, he has given me the place such as Durbar Sahib to do kirtan in. Anyone who really feels from the bottom of their heart they want to do something, right? It's possible. Nothing is impossible to do. As long as you have Vaheguru within you, you feel him, you feel Vaheguru in you, you're reciting his name, you can't go wrong. That's what I feel. Guru Nanak meri paid savari, Guru Nanak meri paid savari, Guru Nanak meri paid savari, Guru Nanak meri paid savari. ताप पाप संताप बिनासे हर सिमरत किल विख सब नासे
ताप पाप संताप बिनासे, हर सिमरत किल विख सब नासे। ताप ताप पाप संताप बिना